Okay, guys, today we'll take lesson 2 in module 7, chapter 7, write equations to represent relationships represented in tables, page 405. So please go there, prepare your books there, and let's start directly. I'll start from the book, guys, but before that, what I'm talking here about if we have relationship. In the previous lesson, we did tables. If you remember, we did tables. So we have relationship between x and y. X here is the independent and the y is the dependent. We said that many times. For example, if we have f equal to t plus 7, the t here is the independent and the f is the dependent. We said that in the previous lesson, but I think most of you forgot that. So this is note for it. Now let's go back to our lesson. Write equations to represent relationship represented in tables. Means if you have table of values, like look here, guys, and focus to know the idea of this lesson. If we have this one, look here at this table, easy, small, cute table. See it? If we have x here and y here, focus, please. Focus. For example, if one related with 2, 2 with 4, 3 with 6, 4 with 8, 5 with 10, 6 with 12. Okay? I have table of values. If x equal 1, y equal 2. If x equal 2, y equal 4. If x equal 3, y equal 6. If x equal 4, y equal 8. If x equal 5, y equal 10. If x equals 6, y equal 12. This is the table, relationship between x and y. What we want to do in this lesson, guys, we want to find this relationship. What is it? What is the pattern here? Pattern, remember? So how the 1 becomes 2? How the 1 becomes 2? It has two ways to become 2. Either added 1, 1 plus 1 equal 2, or 1 multiply 2 equal 2, right? Either 1 plus 1 equal 2 or 1 plus 2 equal 2. How the 2 becomes 4? How the 2 becomes 4? So either we add or we multiply. But here, if you multiply 1 with 2, it will be 2. 2 multiply 2 equal 4. 3 multiply 2 equal 6. 4 multiply 2 equal 8. 5 multiply 2 equal 10. 6 multiply 2 equal 12. Means if you multiply x with 2, you get y. If you multiply x with 2, you get y. Look here. If you multiply x multiply by 2, you get y. How we write it as equation? We say y equal x times 2. We know that 2x. This is how we find it. Just we guess and think and try to check out or figure out the relationship. If you multiply x by 2, you get y. So y equal to multiply x. Another example, look here. Look here at this table. For example, if we have f and here q, focus. If f is 1, q is 6. If f is 2, q is 7. If f is 3, q is 8. If f is 4, q is 9. If f is 5, q is 10. What I'm doing here? Who can tell me what I'm doing here? What's the relationship between the values of f and the values of q? This is the table. Who can tell me what is the relationship? How the 1 becomes 6, the 2 becomes 7, the 3 becomes 8. And it should have, this table should has one relationship, not 2, 1. Means how the 1 becomes 6, either by adding 5 or multiply by 6. How the 2 becomes 7? By adding 5 only. So I will take the adding of the 5, right? So here, if 1 becomes 6, 2 becomes 7, it should has one relationship. Let's figure out it. What is it? I will take Mr. Omar.
Yes, mister.
What we are doing here?
The first thing, we began with 6, then we add 1, 1, 1.
No, I'm talking about from F to Q. What we are doing?
From F, we add 1, and from Q, we add also 1.
Not vertically. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. No, no, no. 1 to 6. What's the relationship between 1 and 6, 2 and 7? Horizontally, I'm talking about, not vertically. What we are doing?
In F,
Yabni,
the one,
I'm asking you, how the 1, focus with me, Omar, how the 1 becomes 6?
By adding.
Adding how much, Yabni? Don't say adding وتسكت.
By adding 5.
How the 2 becomes 7?
Also by adding 1.
How the 3 becomes 8? Quickly.
By adding 1.
What?
By adding 1.
3 plus 1 equal 8?
No, 5.
ركز يا ابني ركز. How the 3 becomes 8? Adding what?
5.
How the 4 becomes 9?
By adding 5.
How the 5 becomes 10?
By adding 5.
So the relationship between F and the Q is, if you add 5 for F, you got what?
6.
No, in general, if you add 5 for the column of F, you got the column of Q, right?
Yes.
Means if F added to it 5, you get what? Q, right?
Q.
So what I will say here, if we add 5 for the F, the answer is what always?
Q.
If I add 5 for F, the answer is what?
Q.
What's the relationship here? We say Q equal F plus 5. Got it?
5. Yes.
Good one. This is the idea of the lesson, guys, how we represent relationships, which represented already in tables, This is the idea. Now here you need to think, guys. You need to guess and check to find the relationship. Then you represented it by formula. Now here, F is not only these numbers. If I give you F 20, if F is 20, I can find the Q directly by substituting the 20 here. It will be Q equal 20 plus 5, which is 25. For example, if F 90, I won't keep doing here until I get 90 to know the Q. No, just represent in the formula which you found. Replace F by 90, Q will be 90 plus 5, which is 95. So the use or the benefit of the formula that you can use it to find any variable or any idea or any unknown number missing or wanted in a relationship which is represented in this table. So this is the idea of this lesson. Let's go to our book. Now we'll take tables and we will see the relationships between them. We will find the formulas. Okay? So let's start with example 1. Which is on page 1, guys, we have a table in 405. See it? Empty table. معلش. Before the example 1, we are on page 405. We have table. See it? This table has 3 columns. The first column is for H. The second column, they wrote here the rule. They want the rule. And here, values for D. The values for H are given 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the values for D, is or are 8, 16, 24, 32. 8, 16, 24, 32. Now, these are given and these are given. We want to know the value, the rule, sorry, the formula, which is connected between H and D. Who can help me here in filling this one? Hilal.
Yes, mister.
Hilal, how the 1 becomes 8?
But, plus 7.
Plus 7, mumtaz. So 1 plus 7 is what?
8.
Stop. How the 2? If we add 7 for the 2, how much the answer should be?
9.
Stop. Do we have 9 here?
No.
So add 7 is wrong. Think in another rule. How the 1 becomes 8?
1 multiply 8 equals 2 multiply 8 equals 16.
Exactly. So 1 plus 7 ما زبطت معي على 2. So what we will do, we'll think in another one. 1
Yes.
multiply 8 is 8. So here 1 multiply 8. 2 multiply 8 is 16. 3 multiply 8 is 24. 4 multiply 8 is 32. So here, if we multiply H by 8, we got D. If we multiply H by 8, we got D.
B.
So if we multiply H by 8, we got D. How we write it as a formula? We say D equal H times 8. We don't write it like this. We write it as 8H. Right, Hilal?
Yes.
So the formula is D equal 8H, means 8 multiply H. Now, to be sure, replace 1 by H here. It will be 8 times 1, 8. Replace H by 2, 8 times 2, 16. Replace H by 3, 8 by 3, 24. Replace H by 4, 8 by 4, 32. We are done. This is the page or the idea of this table in page 405. Now let's go to example 1 together. Example 1. It is on page 406. 406. Example 1. يلا. عبد الحميد, read. عبد الحميد. طيب. عبد الرحمن. طيب. كناكري يا محمد.
Yes, mister.
Example 1.
Okay.
The table.
The table shows the total cost C in dollars of buying souvenir T-shirt.
Good. Look at the table here. See the table?
Yes.
Now, if 1 related with what?
9.
2 related with?
18.
3 related with?
27.
Now let's think about the formula here. Tell me, how the 1 becomes 9?
Can you hear me?
Multiply 9.
1 multiply 9 is?
9.
But can we say 1 plus 8 equal to 9?
Yes.
Yes, we can say that. Let's apply the addition of 8. 1 plus 8 is 9. But 2 plus 8, how much? 10. It is
10.
not what?
18.
So the addition of 8 is wrong. We will think about multiplication. 1 times 9 is?
9.
2 times 9 is?
18.
3 times 9 is?
27.
4 times 9 is?
36.
5 times 9 is?
45.
So what we are doing here, if we multiply t by 9, the answer is what?
C.
C. So if we multiply, guys, look guys, 1 related with 9, 2 related with 18, 3 related with 27, 4 related with 36, right? The 1 becomes 9 either by adding 8 or multiplying 9. Let's apply both of them to see which one of them is the correct one. The correct one should be valid for all the 4 or for all the numbers. Now 1 plus 8, 9, but 2 plus 8, 10, not 18. So the addition 8 is wrong. Got it?
Yes.
Now, 2 multiply, let's try multiply 9. Here, multiply 9, 18, multiply 9, 27, multiply 9, 36. These are values for the variable mean,
T.
T. And the other one is values for the variable mean, C.
C.
Means if you multiply T by 9, the answer is what?
C.
C.
C. So if you multiply T, now let's represent the formula. T multiply 9 equal what?
C.
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 So C equal T9.
Now, Hamad,
Yes.
Abdul Hamid, wait. Hamad, T multiply 9 is C, right?
Yeah.
How you write it as equation, as formula?
C equal T9.
ما فيش T9 مش BMW هذه M6. No, we don't write T9.
90.
9T, always the variable at the first. Don't forget that. So T multiply 9, we write it as 9T. This is our formula. This is the wanted from the question. Now let's see the example here in the book. Step 1, they said, read Muhammad,
Identify the variables. The independent variable is T.
the number of T-shirts. The dependent variable is
C.
C. Copy, guys. Here T and here C. 2. Now we fill this 9 by 1, 9 by 2, 9 by 3. All of them are checked. Down here, down, what they wrote, C equal what?
90.
Now read down. So
So the equation that represents the total cost C of buying 2 souvenir t-shirt is C equal 90.
right here, guys, C equal, sorry, 90. But here, I want to ask a question. If you buy 1 t-shirt, you will pay $9. If you buy 2 t-shirts, you will pay $18. If you buy 5 t-shirts, you will pay $45. But if you want to buy, for example, 7 t-shirts, if you need to buy 7 t-shirts,
Yeah.
who can tell me what is the cost?
Me. It is 63.
$63. How you got 63? Because we have the formula, guys. Now we can use it. After we find the formula, we can use it. So if you want to buy 7 t-shirts, replace T by what? By 7. So C will be 9 times 7, which is $63. But if you want to buy, for example, 10 t-shirts, who can tell me if you want to buy 10 t-shirts? Yes, Abdul Hamid. How will you find the value? Do we go back to the table and keep doing 4, 5, 6?
No.
Helps me to find the cost of any number of t-shirts, not the only ones in the table. Got it? So here, if we want to buy 10 t-shirts, replace T by 10. It will be 9 multiply 10, which is $90. $90. This is the idea of this lesson, guys. How we figure out the formulas from the tables. And after we find the formula, we can use it to find any number, to find any value. Okay? But I want to ask important question now. If the cost, ركزوا معي هلا. If the cost of number of t-shirts, if the cost is $72, يعني أنا رحت على المحل وعطيته كم؟ $72. I want to know the number of the t-shirts. What is the number of t-shirts?
Can I say it?
Can I say
No,
it?
Mr. Khalas, enough. I will choose another student.
Okay.
Who can tell me, guys, what is the number of the t-shirts? Now here I do the opposite. Here I give you the number of the t-shirts, I find the cost. Here I give you the cost, I want the number of the t-shirts. Bardawil,
We will make division equation.
what? Tell me what I will do. يلا step by step. أنا على قدي. ها? What we will do?
We will make division equation.
ركز معي. Now, what is the given? The cost or the t-shirts?
The cost.
The cost. What I will use here? Tell me, what's the thing that I need to use it to find the answer of this question?
We will use the cost.
ماشي. What I will use? I will use the formula, which I found, right?
Yes.
Now, what is the given? C or T?
C.
C is given. So I will replace C by what?
$72.
So let's replace C by 72, right? Yeah,
Yes.
focus with me here. In place of C, I will put 72. So 72 equals 9. The number of the t-shirts is unknown, 90, right?
Yes.
What's this?
Multiplication equation.
What we will do? We solve
We
it,
will-
right? Yeah,
Yes.
how we solve the multiplication equation? Tell me.
We write it another time,
I did.
and we divide 9 from both sides.
Exactly, we divide by 9 in both sides. So T will be 72 divided by 9, how much?
8.
8. So how many t-shirts we have if the cost is 72? $8. Sorry, 8 t-shirts. Okay, guys. So the formula, sometimes we can use it to find T. Sometimes we can use it to find C. If T is given, replace it by the number and multiply. If C is given, make your equation. And in chapter 6, we did a lot of equations. So we will use our skills to find the unknown things here. This is the idea of this lesson. Tomorrow we'll continue in this lesson, inshallah. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me tomorrow. So it's okay. Today we'll do example 1. Tomorrow we will continue, inshallah. Badr, you can stop.